When you have a disaster like this, the amount of stress that develops for each person, and each person has their own story, obviously. Either they lost their house or their pet.
And while doctors say impacts like this can cause some first responders to have a hard time mentally, Augusta Central EMS Director Jake Henson says it's something they prepare for from day one.
Even though we don't ever want it to happen, we don't expect it to happen, we're trained for it. So even though there were employees that had things going on in their personal life and even things that were happening here within the county that made their job more difficult, every single day they came in, a majority of the time with a smile on their face, ready to go.
Dr. Robert Bank is the director of the South Carolina Department of Mental Health and says they offer mobile visits to counties within South Carolina and have already spoken to people impacted by the storm.
Some of them are just looking for some information about how to access mental health. Others are really needing help right now. And we have our RVs here, so we can walk a person outside, sit down in the RV and actually begin some treatment, and then refer them on to the mental health center once we get started.
Henson saying it was beautiful to witness some of their first responders show up even when they had nothing themselves.
The tenacity of the employees, the ability to keep moving, but also knowing that they have the resources behind them to get them where they need to go and to continue to push forward and to continue to provide what we need to Augusta-Richmond County and its citizens. I think they're doing just that.
And if you need help accessing local resources, there are some ways you can do so.
We have a mental health center in every county, and those phone numbers are available. And if you need to come in and see somebody, we'll see you the day you walk in the door.